Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to take a look at this really cool solo by none other than Neal Schon from Journey, and this is from the Send Her My Love song. And this is inspired. This came to mind to do this video because I just saw a video by Rick Beato yesterday on his channel. And the name of the video, make sure I get this right, is I Give Up. This guitar solo is just too good. And he's talking about this solo. And he kind of goes through and breaks it down. I'll put a link to this because I think it's a really good study on what makes this solo work so well. He didn't really teach you the notes and stuff, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to show you how to play it. But what Rick did is kind of break down why it sounds so cool and the chords behind it, which we'll briefly go over. But I'm going to link you to that video too, because I think these two things go really well together. Rick is such an amazing musician, and also just his knowledge of music theory and how things work, and the production end of things is off the chart. So if you don't know who Rick Beato is, I don't know where you've been, but in any case, this might be your first encounter with him. If not, you know where to find him, but I'll put the link anyway to this video. It's really cool, and like I said, it goes hand in hand with this, but I just thought it would be a great idea to take kind of springboard off of that and actually break the solo down note by note. So that's what we're going to do today on this great solo. Before we get to that, make sure and grab down below. There's a tab for this, and also there's a free sweep picking guide called Sweep Picking Boot Camp. So please check that out. So let's get to it. This is standard tuning on this in the key of E minor. Nothing fast at all here. This is all about control and vibrato, bending, phrasing. That's all we're talking about here. So what happens is we're playing over this chord progression in E minor. It starts off in E minor, and then it's got a D over F sharp, sus, so there's a G in there somewhere, sus 4, and then a C major, and then an A minor 7. So we're playing over that. Okay, beautiful chord progression, but all diatonic to the key of E minor, so there's no outside chords or anything like that here. On my tone, I've got quite a bit of delay. Usually I play these things dry, but I just thought for this it would be good to have delay on because it's actually part of the sound of the whole solo, the reverb and the delays on this. So this sound, you want those notes to sing, and that delay and stuff really does help. So, but I do encourage you to play this without delay as well, just to make sure you can get it sounding good without relying on that. Okay, so the first thing that happens is we're going to slide into this B note on the D string on the 9th fret, and then we're going to play 9th fret G also. So we're going to go B, the notes here, B, E, and then we're going to bend up 10 up a whole step so it sounds like B again. So 9th fret D, 9th fret G, 10th fret B, bend up a whole step. We're going to slide into the B note. Okay, so the slide in. And when we get to the 10th fret, we're going to bend that up and then release it. And pick it again when you release it. That's actually more, you're bringing it back down to pitch. Okay. And we got this little half step bend here from the 7th fret. Make sure you don't overshoot that. You don't want this. Okay, so you want just a half step in there. land on the 9th fret on the G, you're going to give that a nice healthy dose of vibrato. It's a pretty slow vibrato here, slow and wide. So here's that whole phrase. Even notice here, vibrato there on that. And then this quick little phrase. And so what we're doing is 8, 7, 8 on the B. Back to 7B. Then we're going to go right down this D major arpeggio here by rolling the finger. So be careful that you don't get the... You don't want to sound like a chord there. You want the individual notes. There we go. So it really, if you get a little bit of that, it's okay. You just don't want... And so what it is 8, 7, 8 on the B, 7B, 7G, 7D. Okay, I'll let that hang out for a second then. I'm going to repeat that phrase, starting from the 7th fret. You're going to slide into that 9. And this time we're going to go up, after we do the, we're going to play 12 on the B, slide up to 15B, hammer on from 12 high E to 15 high E. Okay, and that next really cool phrase there is just half step bend on F sharp, which is 14 on the high E. So there's a lot of that going on back here. There's a half step bend there on it's the 9th degree of the scale. You're bending that up to sound like the third, the minor third. So that happens a lot with these kind of melodic phrases. And Neal Schon's one of the most melodic rock players in history. So if you want to buck up on your melody, this is a great guy to go and just listen to all those old Journey solos and let it seep over you and maybe learn a few of those licks, including this solo here. Alright, so the notes here, we're bending 14 to sound like 15 and then releasing it, and then we're playing 15 on the B string, and then 14G, 12G, 11G, back to 15 on the B with some vibrato. Okay, so from the beginning, here's what we have. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is slide into 16 on the G and then play 17B. And then we're going to bend up 17 a whole step, bring it back down and pick it. So this is exactly like the first phrase, but it's up an octave higher now. Okay, so we're going to play this just like we're going to play it down here at the 14th fret and bend up to 15, back to 14, 17B. Okay, so that whole phrase would be. And we have that little quick little phrase. 15, 14, 15 high E, 14, 15B, 14G. That's a little easier here because we don't have to do any rolling. And we're going to finish this phrase. back up to 16, 17 B, and the same bend. And then we're going to finish this phrase off like this. And hang out on that. Okay, so that little ending phrase is right out of the E minor pentatonic scale. 15 to 17. And then bend 17 immediately up, so it sounds like 19. Whole step bend there. Release it, pull off to 15, 17 on the B. Okay, with the vibrato. Alright, so that's the main part of the solo, and then at the end it has this cool little refrain here where it goes. Okay, and then it offsets the beat and it doesn't start right on the one, so make sure you're following along there. The second time it's so let me play those two together. Back to the first one. Okay, and that's the end of the solo. And I'll show you that little outro thing too over the C chord. But that's the main part of the solo there. This is up on the 19th fret. Play 19, 17, 19 on the high E, and 17 B. Back to 19, 17, 19 high E, up to 22. So, and then 19, 17, 19, and 17. That's where it rests. Comes in again with the offset beat. And then it's same exact thing, except this time the ending is 19, 22, 19. Third time, same as the first. Fourth time with the offset beat. And this last part is 19 to 22, bend up, 22 a whole step. Okay. And now, the very ending of the solo kind of ends over this C chord in free time. And so you're going to get this over this chord. So you're going to get to sort of this free time little lick here. So after the bend up to 22, go ahead and play 22 without the bend, and then you're going to play twice on 20, twice on 19, twice on 20 on the B, twice on 19 on the G, and then once on 20B, and then once on 21 on the G. Okay, so and then it just goes 19, 20, 19 on the G, B, and G, and then ending on 21 on the high octave of this note here. So that's the whole solo there. So I would encourage you to really spend some time on this. Get those vibratos and those bending phrases in order. Make sure you listen to yourself, that you are playing in time, and that your vibrato is not too fast, and that you're also playing in tune. Make sure your bends are to the pitch that they're supposed to be. Don't overshoot those half-step bends. Don't overshoot those whole step bends or undershoot them either, okay? So these are really important things, and this is a true master at work here. I believe this was recorded in 1983, so it's been around for a while, but it holds the test of time, stands the test of time, absolutely, as a great classic solo. Rick Beato was very impressed by it, and thanks, Rick, for the inspiration for this video, and just for bringing this solo back out into the open, because it's, you know, a lot of times we think about the flashy solos and the newer players and stuff, but this is an awesome masterclass in melody and phrasing and restraint, to be honest. He could have just ripped over the whole thing, but he didn't. So there's a reason for that. All right, guys, that's it. Make sure and grab the tab down below, as well as the free sweep picking guide, and I'll see you next time. Rock on.